From my memory, this was probably obviously one of the biggest fights at the time. Did you guys see a big difference in like viewership and the popularity of the promotion after like fights like this?
Yes, we were on a roll, got on a hot streak, had a lot of awesome finishes, some great fights, and we did such a great job that the UFC bought us and put us out of business. So,
what is the process that you go through in order to make these fights happen?
well, it's tricky because there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. They may publicly be saying certain things, or I want more money for that one, right? So there's always something going on behind the scenes, or I don't like that guy, so I don't want to give him this opportunity.
So what you were saying was Fedor was hard to work with. Rich Chou said it here. The Russians are terrible business people. We are Combat Sports and MMA show hosted by very, very casual fans. My name is Gilbert. That's Nick. And that statue, drunk guy over there, is David. So
Look at those eyes.
Start your day with a little bit of alcohol so you beat your kids later. Just kidding.
Good parenting.
I haven't hit my kid yet.
Good.
Yeah, he's too young.
Yeah. We're casuals, but we have a very special. I say this all the time, but this is a very special guest. I mean, talk about yellow excellence and a brown dookie right here. Guys, we have the legendary matchmaker, the most beloved man in all of MMA. We have the tallest Asian I know.
Yep.
Rich Chou.
Man, you just made my day. What a good hype man.
Dude,
Can you follow me around? Can we do this often?
Yeah.
You can introduce me.
Yellow excellence.
Yellow excellence. Yellow excellence.
So I was reading your bio, and I didn't know this for the longest time. That I want to start here because I feel like we all know you, but you're not like one of those guys that's always on TV or like, you know, you're not like Sean Shelby always shimmying in front of the camera being like, my fighter that I found won. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Sean Shelby.
Oh, I'm pretty low key.
You're pretty low key.
Yeah.
Very,
I enjoy being behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I was very early on in this sport. I really just felt like that was going to be my lane.
Yeah. So Guam, that shocked me. You're
Yeah,
Guam.
born on Guam. Yes.
So what does that
I've lived
even-
all over, but it all started there.
What does that mean that you're from Guam?
Everyone knows someone from Guam, though.
Yeah,
Isn't that
absolutely.
crazy?
Are you Guamanian though, or are you just?
I'm
from?
Chinese, but I was born on Guam.
And that's what I want
Yeah.
to get to. We got a mainlander that snuck into the tropical. Yeah,
that's
Yeah, we got one over
Like,
there.
where's your family crest, dude? If you're from Guam, man.
So jungle Asian, technically. There,
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah,
count it.
Jungle
Yeah,
Asian.
yeah, we can go with that. But yeah, tiny little island. Very early on, man. The boys were natives are restless. Boys were scrapping. Late
Strong fight
90s.
culture,
Yeah, very. Same thing in Hawaii.
That's what. What I was curious about.
It's just
like
not
similar.
fair. You know what I mean?
The genetics.
just don't pick a fight on the islands. You know what I mean? Like, just if they hate you, just let them hate you. You know?
Everybody knows something. You're right. I swear,
crazy.
everybody has hands or wrestled. Or Hawaii was one of the first places to have really great success in jiu-jitsu. Like the first foreigners to win medals at the Worlds when it was back in Brazil were guys from Hawaii. BJ gets a lot of credit for
BJ.
being the first black belt, but prior to that, my old coach Egan Inoue
Yeah,
won blue and purple.
that's crazy at that time.
Yes, Kai Garcia won blue. Another guy, Kendall Gu, won blue. I think BJ's little brother won blue. But the first foreigners were from Hawaii.
They just like fighting over there. If you
They're
guys
too
are
good
on
at it.
YouTube, just look up 808 Scraps. It's one of the
Yeah.
things I masturbate to. It's fucking fantastic.
I want to see the Guam.
Your
bro.
wife's like, he's cheating on me. Are you sure he
No.
is? Or-
It's 808
I'm
scraps.
just
baby.
watching a bunch of 18-year-olds fucking punch each other in the
Yeah.
face.
with clean technique.
Yeah, it's just it's
Yeah.
kind of like frightening because like in high school, if I thought about it, nobody fought like that.
Nah, dude.
So it's like, what? This is such a fun fight for everybody to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We would just like close our eyes and swing. These guys train.
Yeah, it's such a different culture. Like stuff we probably grew up around when we were young. Like your older family members were making you do like math.
Yeah.
But on the islands, like the uncles,
No need to
the
read. brother.
uncles are
Just this type
making
of shit.
everyone box. You know,
All you have to type
at the
is
family party.
Good fundamentals.
Hawaii Scraps is just videos of this.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're classy too, aren't they? If someone gets knocked down, they go, let them up, let them up, let them
Yeah,
up.
it's all good.
I love
And
that.
they squash beef, they dap it up, and they move on.
Yeah. No knives, guns. I mean, occasionally,
fish.
but for the most part, man, it's like they keep it old school.
But this is what happens when people know how to fight, right? And like
A little more careful with your words.
yeah, exactly. You're a little nicer to each other, right? You're not going to be trying to talk too
Let me
much
tell you
shit.
something. You knock my ass out in front of 20 people, I'm fucking your mom. That's what happened to me.
That's what you're going to do?
I'm going to fuck your mom, dude.
Man, imagine that you're like on YouTube like that forever.
Exactly.
IG, forever a highlight reel.
There's one clip that is like my favorite. It's these two guys. They were pretty much in a stalemate, but they were so technically good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were throwing leg kicks, head kicks, body kicks, parrying. I'm like, this is not a street fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
This is a legitimately sanctioned fight. And then they had to squash it because it was just like 2 rounds and nobody was getting knocked out. So they just dapped it up and moved on. But I'm like, whoever runs into you guys is going to be the unluckiest human being on earth. Like, you're just going to die, you know?
Hey, straight up, I think if you look at the numbers, you know, earlier I mentioned the guys that had great success early on in BJJ, but MMA, like perhaps per capita, Hawaii and Guam, like Islanders got to be up there for
sure.
for some of the most successful and best fighters. So,
Did you ever like grow up getting into fights in Guam too?
no, not really. I was a jock growing up.
So
I mean, look,
Yeah, come on, dude. This guy's
I
basketball
was like the
for sure.
volleyball basketball guy. I actually went to Pepperdine.
oh shit.
what?
And, was on the volleyball team.
Don't
there
fuck
for a
with him.
little
He's the
bit.
future. This one knows how to read.
He does it all.
I know
Hey, believe me, after going to school there and then telling my parents I wanted to start
Yeah.
getting into MMA in Hawaii, it just broke their hearts.
Of course.
These, Asian immigrant parents, like, why do you love karate so much? Why don't I'm like, no, it's jujitsu.
Son's retarded.
Jujitsu, yeah. Like, I was waiting tables and then training, and
It's all jiu-jitsu, right?
no, MMA at the time.
Oh, full MMA.
So I actually
Okay.
fought in Super Brawl in 2002.
Wow.
Oh, you fought.
Yeah, and I was training at Grappling Unlimited with Egan, Barrett Yoshida, just a bunch
crazy.
of really, really great guys. Ensign was a very early influence and mentor for me, and those were our guys. And but I learned, I guess here's maybe where the education and the brains kicked in, hopefully, was I realized early on, like, yeah, I'm not
I'm not him.
let me find another way to stay involved in this sport. I love it, but I don't want to be that guy. I'm just not cut out for.
What was the clicking
life.
moment for you? Because that doesn't happen for a lot of people.
It was just a really practical thing. I enjoy the training. I enjoy the competition. And I think when I got the $200 to fight, and then I took,
Solid 200.
What a bummer, dude.
I
And a
got
lunch plate.
I got a flash. I got knocked out, like a flash knockout. So I had a mild concussion. I had to go get
Oh, no, man.
I had to go get an MRI, and at that point I was like, huh.
My $200 is gone.
And then the guy's coach called, and he's like, hey man, there's another one coming up like next month. And I'm like, let me get back to you on that one. Think about it.
You had a very similar, almost similar to him. Like, he was like lost and he was like, what am I doing this for?
Yeah, no, I got a bunch of concussions in training, and I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore. This is destroying my brain.
Very practical approach to it all.
I'm gonna go to the coaching side, and then that's how I kind of started.
And I got lucky. Maybe I would have taken a route down that path, but I got lucky and I met the Penn Family.
Crazy.
And they were promoting a really cool promotion called Rumble on the Rock at the time.
Yeah.
That's how you got in,
Yes.
was through the Penn family.
That was my
How
break.
did you meet? Who did you meet in the Penn family? How did that go down?
JD, BJ's older brother, who was running
Yeah.
the promotion, and BJ was fighting at the time, obviously, and he was already a big name. We just met, a very small community. I was hustling T-shirts with my boys from Guam and Hawaii in the fight scene, and just very easy to meet everyone, getting around. And we met, hung out with those guys. They're lunatics, animals, just hard. Everything they did, train hard, party hard, and we just got along, man. I guess they realized I could hang with them, and they just asked me to come on board. So that was
you're a
the big break.
matchmaker. Like, hey, you're gonna matchmake fights.
Yeah. One day
shit.
JD just said, hey, man, just love your passion, and you can handle our crazy asses. You want to work with me? I'm like, yeah.
Question mark.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. He goes, oh, don't worry about it. Like, we'll do this thing together. And so that was the big break, and I'll always be grateful to that family.
Wow. And you had no experience, like you had no mentor. It was kind of like, hey, just find dudes to scrap. That was kind of figure it out.
Go to Waianae, find the fucking
Yeah,
baddest dude.
it was just knowing the scene, training, just knowing everybody. It's very helpful, right? You obviously have to know who's out there, have those relationships, and strengthen them. But yeah, it was really just got lucky, man.
So I'm so curious about like the whole matchmaking process, right? Because from a fan perspective, right, there's always stuff that fans want, right? And then I would say, like, honestly, like 80% of the time fans get what they want, right? So as a matchmaker, what is the process that you go through in order to make these fights happen, right? Because even before fights are announced, as fans, we have an idea of what we want to see, right? And I guess like the disconnect that fans have is like, what is the process in order to get a fight to happen, right? Because sometimes fans will just be like, why the fuck would you do that? It's right there. Like, for example, in the UFC, you have Diego Lopez versus Yair. That was the clear matchup. It never happened. And fans are left wondering, why the fuck wouldn't you do that? That's the moneymaker, right? So how do you get to those decisions, and what's like either like the red tape that you have to go through or the thought process?
Well, it's tricky because there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. They may publicly be saying certain things, and it's just not that easy. No, like they really do want to fight, but there's perhaps one camp says, the next one, or I want more money for that one, right? So there's always something going on behind the scenes, or I don't like that guy, so I don't want to give him this opportunity, right? There's ego
what you were
at
saying
play.
was Fedor was hard to work with. Rich Chou said it here. The Russians are terrible business people.
Give me everything or die.
Well, there's always challenges. And that's the thing, is like, this guy fight that guy. That's the easy part. The hard part is everything behind the scenes. It's
managers,
contract negotiations. It's dealing with the egos. Because I'm telling you that it's real. This whole, I'll fight that guy, but I don't like him, so I don't want to put him on. Like, I'll be putting him on.
Yeah.
You got to go do something first.
Like, why should I give him a big paycheck?
For sure.
I'll give it to somebody else.
Yes. I don't like
makes
you,
sense.
so I'm not. That's one part of it. I mean, there's so many different things, so many different factors, and yeah, there's a lot of drama behind the scenes. So that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Managing the roster and all the personalities. To me, that was always the job. But so-and-so fight so-and-so. Like, yeah, no kidding, that's going to be a good fight.
Yeah.
To me, that was always the easy part.
Yeah, so it's definitely, it's like there's the part of the matchmaker, and then the other part, they have to tango too. So if it's just like, hey, this is great, but they have X amount of things that we'll never hear about, because obviously I feel like they're not going to admit to it.
Yeah, for sure.
They're just going to go on the mic, he doesn't want to fight me. It's like,
Right. And again, money is always a big factor. Timing. Some coaches, managers, like, no, we're not ready for that one. 2 more and 2 more. And then you might not ever get there, right? An injury or the guy loses. That's why sometimes when you have, as you said, when you have the big fight and they're both kind of work their way up, you have to do your best to just go for it, because you never know what could happen, right?
Yeah.
Injuries, a guy loses and you're like, oh man, we lost that one.
Yeah.
Now he needs to win the next one to put us back in that position. And then he never, right? Like,
oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So the different paths someone can go on, it can just be altered. I mean, let's use, for example, like Tony Ferguson never fought Khabib. Bro.
I know.
They did that, 5 times?
Right?
Yeah.
The biggest blue ball.
Never happened. And granted, they tried. It was just freak accidents. But you always thought, oh, we'll work our way back to it. It never happened.
And then COVID hit. Took it all away.
Never know.
It took it all
For real, dude.
There are a few. What's another one that got away?
Is there anything in Elite XC or Strikeforce that you think of that like, oh, that's
like Fedor and Overeem at that time.
Man.
Mega.
Did it?
Oh.
I thought they
Ubereem. That was Ubereem.
Ubereem.
I
Yeah,
say his
man.
name correctly. Ubereem.
Like, that's what, right at that time.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
That was the mega fight. So that's one that got away from us. GSP Anderson.
Yeah.
Right. That was one that we thought, oh, we'll eventually get there, and that one got away. So yeah, there's just the timing. Sometimes you just got to go for it. But again, all these factors behind the scenes that just make it extremely difficult.
How did you make the jump from Roman the Rock, which is like a local Hawaiian or like a smaller organization? How did you get plugged into Strikeforce? So quick shot with Coker.
Well, first we come on, we were bigger than regional, bro.
Okay, hey man,
That was a big deal, dude.
all right, guys, my bad.
Jeez.
How dare
All right,
you.
UFC, Rumble in the
No,
Rock.
look, at the time, the UFC wasn't,
That's true.
you
Yeah.
know, the powerhouse that we know it to be today. But we started to get people's attention because we were putting on some pretty big fights and bringing in some big talent. I think the event or the the group of guys we brought in that kind of took us to the next level was the welterweight Grand Prix. So that was Carlos Condit, Anderson Silva.
Crazy.
That was the first time he had come to America.
Yeah, dude, show some respect.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
So we were trying hard to...
Brown Dookie.
Yeah,
I don't have Asian excellence. Or
Thanks, boys.
Yeah,
I knew you two would have.
Yeah, I got you, dude.
this dark guy.
But we were trying our best to be more than regional and step up, and I think we were doing a good job of that. And we caught the eye of some guys that were launching something called Elite XC.
Dang.
And there was a boxing promoter named Gary Shaw that was running the fight side of things, and they brought us in. They liked what we were doing, and they brought us in to help launch that promotion.
Oh wow!
So that was the start of MMA on Showtime.
Showtime, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and then eventually
So cool.
CBS. So we helped launch MMA on premium cable and
Damn.
network television.
You're a trainer. You have a lot of different things you like to tell people about nutrition. What's the most important thing?
Nobody hits their protein amount on accident.
Nope.
So we have to be intentional about it, and we have to use a product like First Form, Formula One,
Yeah.
whey protein.
That pause was so awkward. This is why he should never lead ads. Anyway,
Yeah.
rapid
David, take it
digestion
away, dude.
whey protein, isolate for recovery. Woo! Reduces post-workout soreness and fatigue. Ultra smooth mixability. All of the flavors taste amazing. Are you guys wishing for something that'll change your life? We're talking about First Form protein.
How many scoops you do?
Oh, I do 18, dude.
Oh,
Now, the recommended amount is not 18 scoops, but when it's that delicious, why not?
Nick, what flavor you been drinking?
The chocolate. I keep it classic. That's what I like to do. I like to do it right after my workouts,
Yep.
and sometimes in the morning if I'm not working out. There's no way you're gonna miss your protein intake.
Guys, check out why over 24,000 people have given it a 5-star review.
5-star.
And if you order through the link in the description, you can try it for 30 days. And if you absolutely don't love it, which is not going to happen, First Form will refund you 110% of what you spent.
That's how
Click
good
the
it is.
link down below. Drink 18 scoops a day. First Form.
First Form.
And it all stemmed from kind of this welterweight Grand Prix kind of put you on the map.
That BJ's fights
With
BJ
Lyoto.
fighting the Gracies.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, that Asian guy looks like a piece of shit. Like, he looks pure evil.
Yeah, Kengo.
Kango looks like he'll just kill you and then wake
Yeah.
up tomorrow and just make breakfast like it's
He'll
nothing.
slit your throat, dude.
There's
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Butterbean in the background there.
Shout out.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
In
You
a
want to talk about some of
Tommy
the
Bahama
local
shirt.
Hawaiian, dude.
So, like, speaking of Butterbean, back in the day, this was so long ago, there was no athletic commission in Hawaii.
PJ in the back.
We used to dress
Yushin
as Yushin Okami. He fought Anderson in the first round.
That's
Yeah.
right.
They did a rematch later, right?
Yeah. But we should just make up the rules. Like, for example, there was a, most people don't know this, but when Cabbage fought Butterbean, there was a stand-up clock.
What?
When
That's
is-
so
Because
cool.
that's what Butterbean called for. He said, 15 seconds on the ground max, then you got to stand us up.
So Karate
like, you could
Combat,
never do
great.
that.
Yeah, you can make
today.
stipulations.
Yeah.
And, you know, they both agreed to it. So
Look at young
Right,
Jake
second
Shields,
round,
dude.
left hand only.
so back, yeah, there's Jake.
Young
Whoa,
Jake.
whoa.
Jake,
Hell.
look at that, huh?
That's crazy.
Yo, he
You
looks
guys are at a
so
local
young.
bar, too.
So you had
Awesome.
all. Damn, so were all the Diaz team on Rumble the Rock?
Oh, yeah.
All of them.
Gilbert Melendez
Yeah.
fought for us. He was another Rumble on the Rock vet.
Shout out
So
to
see,
Gilbert.
as you can see, very early on, I'm getting this amazing opportunity
big
to
name.
work
Finding the
with these
talent,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah, so very lucky. See BJ.
But during this time,
Yeah.
too, there
Really
wasn't
back
that
there.
many big premiere shows, right?
Hawaii was the place.
Yeah, there was the
between
spot.
Rumble on the Rock and Icon.
Yeah.
Icon had Mayhem, Robbie Lawler,
Icon.
Falco.
Yep.
Wow.
So we were going back and forth, putting on these shows, competing with each other, and it was a really.
Carlos.
This was
Condit,
Carlos's coming out party.
dude. What is he, 18 years old here? Jesus Christ, dude, he's so
So
young.
no one knew who he was.
But you can see the Carlos swagger. It's at like
Yeah.
still.
So he actually lost to Jake in the finals, but he finished 2 UFC vets en route, and he became. I think I'm running the scale there. But he became. This was his coming out party.
Wow. BJ in the back.
BJ doesn't age, dude. He looks
looks
like
the
that
same.
right
He
now.
looks the same.
Frank Trigg. You see Frank Trigg sitting
Oh, there he is.
Wow.
There's me.
Young
Bro, you
Rich.
look the same.
Young Rich.
What the fuck?
You ever get proud of yourself that you never got fat?
Seriously, you look
exactly the same. You're still fit as
high
fuck.
school jock energy.
Yeah.
It's just let's just stay fit.
Just being tall is helpful, right?
Yeah, but I was fat as fuck. I lost the weight. I was 300 pounds.
There's Anderson. This was his U.S. debut.
Bro, how did you get all these people on this card?
Yeah, that is the question. How did you get these guys over here? Because
How
they were
was the
fighting in Japan during this time, right?
Sport. Anderson was fighting. Yeah, he had fought in Japan a few times. He had fought in Europe.
Look the same too.
But this was his U.S. debut. Look, the sport was so small back then. As you guys said, it made it a lot easier. If I told you how much Anderson got paid for that fight compared to what he was getting.
What was the number?
What was the number? Like back I'm just curious how it's changed with the Paramount deal for $7 billion.
Yeah, I mean, Anderson goes from here, obviously, and and rightfully so, to fighting for like millions of dollars down the line in the UFC. But over here, he was fighting for thousands.
Yeah,
that's just what the sport was.
Yeah, that's
So
what it was.
guys
Right?
More than that, but that's what the sport was.
$2,000 to show up to make weight.
Young Anderson. This was 175.
Hey,
This is crazy. I feel like I'm looking at AI right now. All these guys.
Yeah, this was a different era, man.
Wait,
Truly.
Is that the guy that slaps people? Oh no, that's racist.
That was a little racist.
You don't think about
Yeah, I know who you're thinking about. That's racist as
the
hell.
Japanese guy that slaps Lyoto Machida before.
No.
Inoue, wasn't it?
Inoki. Antonio Inoki. Yeah. People pay good money to get slapped by him.
yeah. What's the going rate? I'm curious.
It'll fix your cauliflower like that, dude.
Like it was an honor to be slapped by him.
You know, it's so interesting that I think like when new fans see this, they kind of don't know how to wrap their head around what's going on. Like, especially when you talk about the pay. So like when MMA fighters talk about like legends of the sport and paying dues, this is what we're talking about. Basically fighting for fucking free, right? So like the platform that a lot of people see now, this was work that it got to this point. And even like prior to COVID, there was another huge jump that happened, right? In terms of like fight entertainment and MMA. So a lot of the times people get the tail end of all the hard work that these early people put on, and they don't understand why people talk about them so much. It's like, if this never happened, you would have nothing to fucking watch.
Yeah.
It would have to take a set amount of crazy people to be like, hey, I'm going to basically fight for fucking free, you know, or X amount of time. Like, yeah, they might cover travel here and there, but you're basically losing money every time this happens. And so it's like, you have to imagine like how much these people wanted this at the time.
Yeah.
Right? There was what was the monetary incentive?
Because it wasn't cool back then necessarily, right?
Like fighting, like it was like cage animals.
Yeah.
You know, I have to admit that we also had this other advantage being in Hawaii and having all these guys wanting to come. Hey,
Vacation.
I'll come fight. Yeah, just put me up 2 extra days. Like people just really wanted to come and fight there.
That's sweet.
And spend time there. So that was certainly an edge. It's not like we were trying to book guys and go to Bettendorf, Iowa or something.
Yeah.
Man, I'll
Hey, you
pass.
gotta come to Iowa, dude, for this
Yeah,
grand.
and I'm good, man. But it was Hawaii.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, bro, I'll be there.
Set my flight for 4 days later, put on this hotel, we're good.
Butterbean is physically unique.
Yeah, dude. He's an anomaly.
Yeah,
He's
this
built like
fight,
the juggernaut.
This fight had a stand-up clock,
That's
which
sick.
you obviously can't have anymore.
Bring it back. Bring up the stand-up
Honestly,
clock.
kind of. We need that sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot of fights these days where, yes, I wish that was.
Bring back entertainment a little bit.
But yeah, so you were saying you were part of the wave after this. You went over
Elite
to
XC.
Yes.
Brought to CBS. How was
And Showtime.
How was part of that?
Oh, it was crazy. That was like another
Chaos.
big break for us to go next level. And it was hectic because then we went from like this little family biz, as you're seeing here, to this big super corporation and a lot of suits and a lot of different
red
people
tape.
to navigate through. And but man, I'm proud of the work we did there. You know, people have their criticisms, but
Some of the best fights ever.
Heavyweight Grand Prix. Were you there? Was that your?
that was
that
Strikeforce the following. So from Elite XC, that leads us into or takes me to Strikeforce. But Elite XC, some things that I think we were, that we were able to pull off that don't really get talked about these days. Like it was the first female fight on a main card on primetime on television. It was Gina Carano versus Julie
Oh
Kedzie.
my
Dude.
God!
Like people don't really talk about that.
That's a
one.
big deal.
It's very underrated, and it shouldn't be. But that was like the first, because obviously women's MMA had existed prior, but it was the first time that I got put on a main card and was showcased on television. And Gina was the one, and
she was the star.
Great opponent, and she was great too. They both were just perfect representatives of the sport to showcase it to to the world. Like, hey, women can fight. You need to take this shit seriously.
And she was coming off that reality TV show, right? In Muay Thai? Yeah. Star.
Yeah, with Master Toddy and out
Toddy.
there. Yeah, Gina's great. Julie's great. But this fight is historic.
Damn, this is a perfect circle. It's not even a knockdown.
Yeah, because we couldn't. Because they have the patent.
Oh, got it.
So we had to go with
The circle was tight, though. The circle was tight.
Were there any other options?
Yeah, I think Strikeforce at the time was using a hex.
Hexagon was cool.
Yeah, but we just went with circle. Just no.
Is that why BKFC has a triangle? They're just like using up all the shapes. We're running out.
All the shapes are running out.
Isosceles triangle.
I'm bringing shaped like a carrot.
Sharp corner.
Like, why?
Yo, but people don't know, especially nowadays, like when people think of like women's MMA, everyone brings up obviously Ronda Rousey, but Gina Carano was the one.
She's
bro.
the one, man.
Yeah,
She was the
before
first
Ronda,
one.
the face was, and you also can't forget Cyborg. So we brought
course,
Cyborg
yeah.
into Elite XC.
That's right.
And they eventually fought
Yes,
Gina
so
Carano.
that teed up those two fighting, and that was the first female fight that headlined a card like that in San Jose, Gina versus Cyborg.
And that
So,
was nuts, right?
Yeah, those are things that I'm proud of our team for being able to accomplish and kind of have the vision of women's MMA, being a thing and being the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I feel like Dana always gets like credit for it, like, or he takes credit
The
for
UFC
it.
does, yeah.
For sure. But it's like, these were the first female fighters I could think of was Gina Carano and Cyborg, like the big household names, right?
That's right. Yeah, so this was the first main event. This was in San Jose.
This is nuts. I remember this. I remember watching this.
But Strikeforce had some of the most awesome fights that I loved, like Paul Daley, Nick Diaz. We all love, the KJ Noons fights with
Best
Nick
single
Diaz.
round for me, single
For
round
sure.
fight was Nick and
Daley.
Daley.
It was amazing. One round.
Yeah, and Nick was also at Elite XC with us, and he came over. So yeah, it was a really interesting transition to go from Elite XC, and of course, you can't talk about Elite XC without mentioning Kimbo. The impact he had. He was the first main event on network television.
Who did he fight?
James Thompson.
Was that the ear?
Yeah, the
Yes,
British cat.
floating ear.
James Thompson, I just remember him walking in with like the most menacing looks and then getting his ass beat.
Every time, bro. Scariest looking dude.
I'm like, oh, this guy, he's a world beater. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, you tricked me again.
You know what? He is such a nice guy, and I love James. You know what's funny? I think his occupation, what he put down was debt collector and gypsy remover.
That's hilarious.
Like from Snatch,
That's hilarious.
The best.
Was he like from a Liverpool or something? Was he like a
Scouser?
Scouser? Was he a Scouser? That sounds in line, dude.
I remember his ear exploding was so disgusting.
Yeah, that was so gross.
grossed me the fuck out, man.
But this fight, Paul Daley versus Nick Diaz at that time too. They were talking so much shit.
This
fight was so back and forth. It is probably the best one-round fight in MMA history.
Look, this is vintage Nick. Like, he gets dropped twice.
Yeah.
And then just comes back.
Like, when I remember just like watching this fight thinking like, dude, I wonder how Paul Daley feels cracking somebody with those gigantic Mickey Mouse mitts and he just gets right back up. What do you do? Like, doesn't that like kill your spirit?
For sure. That's what the Diaz bros do, man.
Yeah, for sure. So like after this fight, this is to me, like from my memory, this is probably obviously one of the biggest fights at the time. Did you guys see a big difference in like viewership and the popularity of the promotion after like fights like this?
Yes, we were on a roll. Got on a hot streak, had a lot of awesome finishes, some great fights, a lot of star power was being built, and we did such a great job that the UFC bought us and put us out of business. So that's how good we were. Victim of our own success.
And they acquired all the fighters.
That's right.
And which those fighters became all their biggest stars. Which is also pretty crazy.
Yes, it was that transaction, that deal was this double-edged sword that obviously stopped our run, but validated us. Yeah. Because DC goes on to be champ, Tyron Woodley, Luke Rockhold,
Jorge Masvidal, all those
Nick
big names
going on. I know Nick started in the UFC, but we kind of, guys that got rebuilt in Strikeforce. Robbie, Nick go on to do well.
Robbie, that's right.
Next thing you know, along with several others, next thing you know, they're like, hey, those Strikeforce guys were actually onto something. So that it validated us, but again, it was bittersweet because it also was the end of that era for us.
So during all this time as a matchmaker, are you actively going, like, do you have a team where you send out people to go to like smaller shows, or is it kind of like you're on the ground going to different gyms? Like how does that work?
All of the above.
Oh wow.
We had regional scouts, just contacts in certain areas that we'd stay in touch with to see what was going on in those areas and those promotions. Visiting gyms every chance.
Dude, Bigfoot's head, dude, looks like a Monster Energy can logo. That shit is
The M is strong on there,
grossed
huh?
me out, dude. His barber must have had a field day with him. Just fucking have extra
4
work.
hours later.
Better charge him double for that shit, dude. Jesus Christ, looks like a topical fucking map and shit.
Poor
You know,
Bigfoot,
one day
dude.
these people are gonna see me and they're gonna kill me.
Yeah.
But in the meantime,
We're
I'm
having
just telling
fun.
you how I feel.
No,
just-
no,
yeah, honest
5
truth.
shots of Hennessy.
we're onto something. Oh, look at this young man. That's my
DC.
guy, man.
Yeah,
He's one of
what
my
ship was-
favorite people in the sport.
Did you ever think
look at
DC
that
was going to
young
be a
DC.
double champ? Did you already know he was like the guy?
I'll be honest, and I say this to him all the time. His first fight, his pro debut, we were in Tulsa, Oklahoma on Strikeforce Challengers. And that night, you did not feel like you saw the future. And granted, it was his first fight,
Yeah.
you know, but it wasn't as impressive as some other guys you've seen. And then his first couple were like these grinds where he was still trying to figure stuff out. And then he unlocked it, man.
Started punching people in the face.
He unlocked it. He figured it out. He cracked the code.
Yeah.
And went on to become...
Some of the craziest suplexes of all time.
Oh, yeah.
In all of his fights, right? And that's what I think.
Just slamming the shit out of
Yes.
people.
Bro.
man.
Right?
The stuff he was doing in Strikeforce, flipping people upside their head, and you're like,
when
bro,
he
this
fought
is-
Dan, it's like
Yeah.
we all love
Oh,
Dan. We all know
crazy.
Dan as
Bullied the
savage.
fuck out of him, dude.
Barnett, like you're not
Dude.
supposed to be able to do that to these guys.
No.
I mean, just
he
like
was
the
doing
sheer strength, just to grab a high crotch single leg and just
lift
lift
him
him
overhead.
over the head and flip and dump people like
Yes.
that. And he's not like, it was a fluke. He did it like 5 or 6 times.
He did it in all of his fights.
Yeah, I'm like,
That was his move.
Yeah.
yeah. And that
that's his
trip he hit
trademark.
Dan Hendo with, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was
filthy.
His signature move was
Yeah.
Dumping you on your head, man.
And when he
High
did that,
C.
when he kicked his leg under him, I was like, oh shit, John Jones gave him that same treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy.
I was like, look at that, dude.
So fast forward, so after Strikeforce, after they get acquired by the UFC, there was a little lull because I think I heard you talking about this. There was like a non-compete clause with because you guys couldn't have another promotion, but eventually you guys, Scott Coker went to Bellator.
Yeah. So
he
during
brought
that
you over.
time, I actually spent a lot of time out here in Orange County. I was working over at RUCA, helping launch
Oh,
the
nice.
sport
Dope.
with the homie Pat Tenore. We go back.
Legend.
It was just a good time. We met through BJ. He was one of BJ's first sponsors, and he was doing some really great things and wanted to launch like the training division, the sport division. So it was a great thing to fall into and still be around the sport. Had guys training out of that gym with Jason Perillo.
All the
at that
big
time.
names.
Yeah, you had
Real
this
sight
being,
sound. Yeah.
Tito, BJ was still going there back and forth, like several people. Cyborg. I think Mackenzie Dern maybe came a little bit later, but
Mendez Bros.
yes,
you know.
just a still in the game.
Yeah.
Not in the promotional sense, but still around the sport, still doing really cool stuff, staying busy. And then Coker called one day when his non-compete came up, and he's like, "Hey man, what do you think about Bellator?" Like, whoa, what? I didn't see that coming. I always thought he would start his own promotion. But he goes, "Hey, let's meet up. I want to tell you about what they just presented me with and why I think it might work." Because I don't think that was the initial. I don't think that's what he wanted to do at first, was take over another promotion. I think he wanted to start his own again. But, Kevin K over at with Spike TV and Viacom, he was the guy who helped launch The Ultimate Fighter. Very influential network exec, and a really, a guy who, as we talk about behind the scenes people, he's a guy that no one really knows in the sport, like fans won't, but just massive guy behind the scenes, making things happen and helping the sport grow from the network side of things. But anyways, he was courting Coker and sold him on it, and Scott called and goes, "Hey, let's get the band back together, man. Let's go on another run."
And then how long were you there for? All the tournament seasons, obviously, early on.
Yeah, we came in and changed up the format because it was just strictly tournaments with Bjorn in that era.
Bjorn
Redman.
Redman. Bro, what the
Yeah.
hell? I forgot about that name.
Just shook things up, man. Took it in a different direction, more of Coker style. And then I was there for about 6-7 years.
Got it.
And just something woke up one day, something clicked. It was right around COVID. We were in Connecticut at the Mohegan Sun. We were doing the bubble fights over there, you know, the closed events in the bubble. I just woke up one day and I said, man, I feel like it's time for me to do something different.
Did you ever think you would work in the UFC? Like when that merger happened?
Well, I guess technically I did for a month before they got rid of us. What was crazy was I knew there was like this.
I thought they would have brought you on.
Yeah.
No, they had their guys. I knew. I didn't have any false sense of security or hope.
Who was the main matchmaker at the time? Was it Silva, Joe Silva?
Joe Silva and Sean was there.
Got it.
Underneath
But Sean and I had become friends over the years, and then you know, as we were essentially doing this handover, right? I'm like, I know what's going on, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be a
It is what it is.
pro. I'm not gonna burn any bridges. I'm not gonna do anything. So I'm not gonna be uncooperative or be, you know, do anything silly. Just I'm gonna do my job to the very end. And so yeah, I guess I was technically a UFC employee for like a month.
You've worked for every promotion.
Every promotion is possible.
All the
you
big
know,
names.
Technically. And now what's interesting is, you know, with the new project with Alta, which is now MMA.Inc., you know, we're partners with UFC Gym, and we're promoting these finales.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's funny in a way.
Full circle.
You know, we're not, you know, promoting UFC proper, but we're still affiliated with the brand.
Still growing the
that
sport
partnership.
on the ground level.
So
you
yeah,
know?
can you talking about Alta and MMA, and can you explain that for everyone what that is?
It all starts off in Sydney, Australia. That's where this company was started, and the first product, so to speak, the first thing was these fight camps for average everyday people. 20 weeks.
I have no kneecaps. Or a
No, but you're
meniscus.
perfect. Like you could do it.
You're perfect, David.
And I think what's really surprising.
God made you in his image.
No, bro, you got this. I'm telling you, the people that have gone through this program, the thousands and thousands globally, you're probably in better shape than quite a few.
We'll go over
people.
there. I'm gonna tell my wife I'm gonna become an MMA fighter. She goes, who told you this?
Rich.
Yellow
guys-
excellence.
So I met a Guamanian Chinese dude.
She's like, you're fucking lying.
Yeah, go get on his ass. But it's but that's how it all started was putting people through these 20-week training camps, having them learn the sport, challenge themselves, dig deep, you know, break through these barriers. That started scaling it. It ended up in the hands of a guy named Nick Langton, who's a Harvard-educated finance guy, who's our current CEO. So he does the program. He's like a customer at first.
Oh,
He does it, fights at the end, and he's like, "This is the greatest thing ever." So he gets involved with a guy named Richie Cranny who had started the camps, and Nick was the business mind. He started, you know, growing the idea, and now let's partner with gyms. Let's take this. How do we scale this and take this experience to everybody all over the world? So you partner with gyms. License out our program.
So
We give these people an experience.
So the end goal of the program is they fight?
Yes.
After 20 weeks.
Average everyday people.
And I thought this was going to be like, I went to one. I thought it was going to be like amateur fights headgear. These dudes are they're just knocking people out.
Now they are
At
yes.
a UFC gym.
They get good. That's the thing is you get good. You'd be surprised at how good you can get in 20 weeks. Now I'm not saying you're ready to go pro right away, but you're gonna when you watch these fights, they know what they're doing.
Some of them look good, like
Yeah.
Pat Tenori's kid.
Yeah.
Fucking destroyed this kid.
It was a scrap though.
Yeah.
It was up until that moment, like that finish made it look, you know, because it was such a highlight reel, but the fight was really close up until then. But you'd be surprised, and that's the beauty of it is what you're truly capable of and breaking through these mental blocks.
You can break through the mental blocks.
Especially if like
Listen,
20
I did
weeks.
one PKB match. I'm good, dude. Getting punched in the face hurts. It hurts a lot.
Yes, yeah, no doubt.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to lie to you about certain things. It's going to be very difficult.
I think I think it would be a really good experience for
Gilbert.
hardcore fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because, like, you know, when you don't train and you watch like UFC, you have a limit to how much you can enjoy it because you actually don't know what you're looking at, right? You can only see stuff from like this person got hit, this person is damaged, I want the fight to be finished. But all those like little intricacies also helps you see the decision making in a cage, right? And I think like once I started training, I was like, oh, I could see a fighter start changing his game plan. I could see what he's trying to do, and then things become more exciting. And then your judgment of fighters start to change a little bit too, right? Because nobody talks about that fight camp, and they don't know how hard it is to train. Even like, let's say like something as simple as, you know, you'll hear people go like, why isn't he throwing more? It's like, have you tried moving for 3 minutes straight?
Yeah.
Shadow boxing with adrenaline? Like it's
No, he's tired. He's taking time off.
fucking tired, dude. Like not everybody's a Marab.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They released the.
If that was me in there, I'd be punching him in the head. If that was me.
And talking to Mark Zuckerberg.
But you're exactly right. For some people, it's that chance to learn the sport more, get closer to the sport that they love. They're super fans and they go through this. It's like fantasy camp. And for other people, some of these people aren't even fans. They just wanted to do something really difficult.
Wow.
Learn self-defense, develop some grit. Just it's an experience, and it's a game changer. And what's really cool on top of all these people taking on this challenge is all the support we get from gyms all over the world. So some of the bigger names that have really gotten behind the program and run it consistently. Again, it started in Australia, in Sydney, but we have Volk in his gym, and Joe Lopez Freestyle MMA. They run the program. If you go to Auckland, New Zealand,
So they train with Volk. Some of these kids will train with his.
if Volk's in town, he'll teach
crazy.
a class. If he's
That's
see, that's
dope.
the other thing too, like this fantasy camp aspect of it. Since we're all fans here, then you go to Auckland and CKB runs it. Eugene
wow.
Berriman.
Yeah.
They actually put the most people through it globally.
Wow.
Over it in
Damn,
City
you just
Kickboxing.
training with Dan.
Dan Hooker just beating you up.
Those guys are in the gym.
Who am I going to kill today? Like, fuck, man.
But they love it.
Program.
They love it. And then go over to Europe. Then you go to Dublin. It's being run at SBG.
Wow.
Kavanaugh,
Dublin,
right?
SBG Charleston with Owen Roddy, John Kavanaugh,
Wow.
also a co-founder.
Dude, think you're doing this program in Ireland and Conor McGregor is in your corner screaming at you. You've been training for only 20 weeks.
He rips his suit.
Come on, you pussy!
He throws his glasses against
He's
the
shown
cage.
up. He's showed
That's
up to
tight.
classes and trained with
That's
the
sick.
guys before.
That's
Wow.
sick. That's
True story.
sick.
True story. Then you come to the States,
Everywhere.
and the name, Extreme Couture, Eric Nixick,
Yeah.
and the crew.
Dude.
DC is coached Gilbert Melendez, CSA with Jesse Jess,
Wow.
Imperian.
Oh, man.
Down
must
here,
be crazy.
Cub just ran a program with UFC.
I'm going to say it
Jim
on this show right now.
Costanza.
I will be the guinea pig for this podcast next
Let's
year,
go, dude.
2026. I will do the program.
20 weeks.
It's on
can't
camera.
wait.
I was just about to offer you guys. You're a sandbagger. You've trained.
I can't do it. I
You're
can't do
you're
it.
you're not invited
He's
to
like,
this party. But
Yeah, it's
Usually
okay.
we're too
I'll help
ugly
out.
for
I'll
our
help out.
promotion.
I'll hold pads for you.
You
guys.
can do the extra credit coaching with
Yeah,
them. But,
yeah.
we are launching several programs throughout Southern California. I think Faber has a UFC gym.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got a wrestler. We got Sonya so baby.
Shooting single legs.
I got a kid.
Got you.
All right.
Hey, you got something you're fighting for.
Yeah,
Kid, baby.
You got to show an example for
Got
your
you.
young
No,
lad.
but it's on. You shook on it. I was about to offer it, and
Yeah.
you.
I'm in.
He's taking,
You're in,
I'm in.
baby.
He's been hyped about it.
David will be my promoter.
I'll be your promoter. Dude,
But will you be
Can I-
a Chinese promoter?
I want you to match up with somebody, and I'll just talk shit for you, dude. I was like, hey, man, this is just for fun.
No, he's going to be trying to negotiate with me. All these things. I'm like,
was like, hey,
dude,
listen.
it's an amateur fight. Like, it's-
Gilbert needs 40
want
million
a
dollars.
He needs 3 true nature bars in his room. Before he
Hey,
fights.
man, do better than nature boys.
P3 protein.
His glycemic
dude.
index is down.
What are these strange requests from his promoter?
Yeah,
I will
like,
say, though,
hey,
like-
Gil, this ain't, man.
Like, dude,
What are we
this is
doing,
fucking
bro?
pissing me off.
I'm your guy.
I think
I'll
I'm going to
fight
choke
the
him out
white-
real quick.
Can we get some pyrotechnics from entrance?
Yeah, we're just jump in. You got the support here. You got the extra credit.
We'll do this.
Secret
got you,
training with this ninja over
We
here.
got you, dude.
and,
All the fans, come on out.
yeah.
This will be a whole thing.
So if you are serious,
I'm serious.
it starts November 10th. We'll find the right gym. There's
That's
several
crazy.
in this
We'll
area.
start 2026.
And then
January.
Not November 10th is happening.
November 10th, 2028.
And then you would fight in April.
That's pretty good.
We're planning everything right now.
What's the one after that?
No. November.
no.
November.
No.
I want to train in December.
Yeah, Rich is not going to enable you.
See, this
November.
is what happens, dude.
We're not doing that.
The moment somebody goes, okay, but that means nah.
Yeah.
You got to fucking do it.
It's either November 10th or nothing, brother. Please.
Yeah, you got it. You can take if you got to
That's in
start
2
late,
months, dude.
We will figure it out.
This
you know?
is better than doing a PKB match.
Yeah.
100%.
You wanted-
No, I
wanted-
want this. I want this.
That's what I'm saying,
you,
this is way better.
You might get matched up with the Muay Thai world champ, dude.
Exactly.
I don't know.
It's one of the worst things I've ever seen.
So start thinking about these things.
Yeah.
what's my walkout song gonna be?
Yeah.
Oh, David's gonna be doing a cappella Boys Like That.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
Wait, is this a funeral? What?
Yeah.
Everyone's wearing black in here, dude.
Yeah, everyone's wearing-
Bro, November 10th, that's plenty of time. You can do some road work up until then. You'll be all right, dude. Yeah, perfect.
Don't give me the excuse of I need to get in shape before. No,
No.
one's
I'm
ready.
actually gonna gain weight before this to even show more of a butterbean.
The before and after
Dude,
is gonna be
PKB
crazy.
matches is like because
Did you hate it?
I did one in Moreno Valley, and then I watched two before I did it, right? And it's so funny watching PKB matches because it's a toss-up. You don't know if you're fighting a true beginner like you or somebody who just decided to do a PKB after 10 years of Muay Thai. And I would see some of these matches where it's like, this is so unfair, it's unreal.
Yeah.
You know, like this is not even close to. The guy is just like sparring and piecing up this guy, and it's like, why'd you even do the PKB match,
Yeah,
man?
that's not fair.
Yeah,
poor
sandbaggers.
Sandbaggers.
That's why we really vet everyone. You have to be a beginner. The coaches, like, we take it very seriously. We have a really good safety record, and we plan on, maintaining that. And so it's really paying attention to how everyone's progressing.
So
who's
the
ready
coaches
for
matchmake.
what. For sure,
cool.
because some of these guys, I have no idea what level they're at. We're always communicating, hey, who's doing well, who, and the coaches talk. So when the coaches come together, and they make the fights, because it's gym versus gym, right? In certain areas where we have multiple gyms, so the coach, there's honor and a code, and they put their heads together, and of course they want to win. They're competitive, but they also understand, like, for somebody to make that commitment and that sacrifice and go through this, they don't deserve getting mismatched. 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's probably the biggest problem in like the amateur space. Like we've cornered so many amateur fights, and then you see some people in the back warming up, and they have like no coach, and they're just like, they have no business fighting against a guy who's at like a really good team, and they go out there and get fucking smoked, and they can get really hurt.
Yeah.
So like doing it through this program is probably the best way to actually
Safest
get
way
your
to do
first.
it, too.
Yeah, the safest way. Probably the best way to do it, because a lot of people go out there with no real coaches and they get smoked, dude. It's awful. You feel bad. You're like, oh god, I can't watch this.
Sometimes when there's only one gym running at the program and they have enough competitors, like, you're going to fight your teammate.
Yeah.
Which at the time sounds, guys always start off by saying, oh, I'm not going to do that. It's like, no, it's really safe though. It's hard sparring.
Yeah.
Like, guys, you're not trying to become a pro fighter. This is just this experience.
That camp experience must be fucking insane, man. Because even doing a cardio kickboxing class is hard for me, man. That shit, I'm fucking tired, dude.
It is hard. I'll tell you, the first 4 weeks, tell us a lot about who's going to be able to make it. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, the people that have dug deep and gone through it, sometimes they surprised us. Like, whoa, look at them. They're ready to go. We had the fights in Torrance this past Sunday. One guy, Angel Luna, lost 70 pounds.
Wow.
70 pounds.
Wow.
Where did he start
shit.
at? 170. He's
dead. He was, I think, he fought at 205.
Wow.
Oh, he was a
shit.
big boy.
Yes.
Wow. Good for him.
Meaty cheesy boy.
Wow, dude. What weight would you fight at?
Shit.
Well, how much do you weigh right now?
I'm at like 205.
Get a scale.
Because that's the thing, is we'll know early on, like, you'll see the weight start dropping when you're doing this consistently.
If I get to 135, that's insane. I'm
It
better
could
than
happen.
you, DJ.
I want you
Dude, your
next.
head would be so big. Right?
Hey, honestly, that's his best advantage.
Hey, this whole show, you've been looking at my head. He's like
Yeah.
talking to me, but he keeps
Yeah.
like his eyes keep going around.
No, but I'm like, it's impressive though.
And it's good for a
telling
fighter,
you,
right?
dude.
For
Yeah, you
fighters,
could
you need a
take
big head.
shots.
I have a small head. I have a pea head. That's why I got to quit.
Dude, I'm
the
doing that
big
like kung
head's a
fu
good
thing when
thing.
someone punches up, like
TKO by
We'll do
fucking
Shaolin
head
training,
fight.
bro. Yeah, we'll do Shaolin
feel
training.
that kung fu hustle.
Gil, even at lightweight, like, you would be just like a different human.
Bro, he's dense, bro. He's strong.
Oh, yeah, I know. He's thick.
Look at
He's
those
got the
thighs. Hey,
legs.
show Rich your thighs
Hey,
right
grab
now.
this. Scrap it. Go ahead, grab it.
Hey, touch it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He's strong.
Yeah, see, so I don't know. That's hard to come off. So maybe you'd be at
170? Yeah. So like 230, yeah. I'm going for the belt.
You could definitely do 170.
170, dude.
I'm thinking 185.
185.
I think I could do 170 if I fucking lock in.
What do you
You
weigh
got a
now?
lot.
I'm 192.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could do
170, easy.
But you're
175.
tall, right?
But you'd
Yeah,
be
6'1".
You don't think you'd be too skinny at 170?
My head would be gigantic though. For sure. Could they do the whole training without the fighting?
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta fight though.
There are several people that it works both ways. Some people join and say, I don't want to fight. I just want to train. And then halfway through, they're like, I'm fighting.
Yeah.
And then vice versa. Some
It's like, I
people
did
are
all the
like, I'm
work.
fighting. You know, I'm very open and honest about it. I don't want to, you know, like oversell this thing and be untruthful about it, because it's a real thing, man. This is a serious, we take it very seriously. You know, it's obviously a business as well, but we're always, you know, we do turn people down that just we feel aren't a good fit.
Oh, you'll cut people
for it, or just won't sign them up. It's not just like, you know, sometimes people sandbag because you see them training. You're like, man, you're not kind of misrepresented your background. So again, all this stuff is done to maintain the integrity and safety. That's the key thing, is to make it the safest experience possible.
What's the point of sandbagging at a program like this, though? It's like, go fucking
Because you're a
fight.
loser.
You're a loser.
Yeah.
You're honestly a loser if you do.
You just want to come
loser,
here and
dude.
beat up people? Like, go fucking fight, you loser.
You're
Yeah.
a bully.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, go into the amateur scene. Go challenge yourself that way. It's rare, but you know, the sport attracts, as you guys know, some interesting characters. But yeah, that's what we're trying to do, is get the more people that jump into this program, the better, man. I think, I know this sounds really cliche, and some might even think it's corny, man, but the world actually might be a better place if more people trained.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
And
Absolutely.
just got into this mindset and had this respect and
Look at
understanding.
808 scraps, right?
Look at that.
Look at the Guam
I've
street
told this
fights.
story before. The first time I was ever in Hawaii, my friends took me to a bar. We were hanging out. One guy, I don't know what the fuck, two big ass fucking Hawaiian dudes, just fucking yelling at each other. They go outside, they scrap. One guy knocks the other guy out, picks him up, buys him a drink, and they squash it. And I was like, I will never pick a fight here. I was like, this is insane. I'm like, no, you don't just knock somebody out and then you want to beat a brother.
Hey, brother. We'll sue me, brother.
Yeah, there's an element of, I could see why someone would look at that situation and think like, yeah, that's freaking nuts. That's not normal. I don't know if that's what we need, but somewhere in there, this level of
Respect.
Mutual
Respect.
He didn't take his wallet and his watch and then kick him while he was out.
dapped it
We
up.
see that all the time now. That's the scary stuff I see
Jeez.
when guys are out and then still getting,
Oh, they get punched in the head even more and more.
still getting, no, don't fight in the street. Don't fight in the street, man.
I was just eating poke, watching
Do
the whole thing
Alta
down.
instead. Alta MMA.
Do all
That sounds like a really fun experience, though. I feel
think
like
you guys are both signed up already.
I'm in. I'm
You guys
in.
know-
hey,
November
he's in,
10th.
dude.
in.
I'm down
I'm
to
gonna
shoot.
do my research. We're gonna set you up in. There are UFC gyms up there for sure.
He's talking like our dad. It's like, well, hey, I don't want to go to basketball camp. Yeah, anyways, here's your uniform. Hey, Dad, I said I don't want to play basketball.
Everything I said was like this.
He's doing the Asian force
Chinese
fields.
way, dude.
Yeah.
It's the Guamanian way. Man.
No, we are.
Somebody's gonna kidnap me in the middle of the night. What's going on? Uriah Favor's dragging me
Hop
up
on the treadmill. Let's go. Go sprints.
I'm not gonna forget. You guys are gonna think, oh, that was great. He was on the show.
Gilbert,
I'm moving on.
He's
Because
good,
you
dude.
shook on it like a
Good.
fucking man.
You did it.
I
You
shook
have to.
on it. I'm doing it.
That's why I
told
didn't shake for shit.
Hey,
David's hands the whole conversation. Yeah, I think I can do it.
and he came at me.
Yeah. It was his idea.
Yeah, dude.
It was his idea.
I was gonna extend the
I want you,
invitation.
dude.
What? Hey,
You
what?
get in the program. Fight me.
Nah, you don't want that.
I don't want that.
This is black belt, okay? This is black belt.
Black belts. Black belts.
I'm not great, but
I'll kill you. Kill me. Kill you. Let's
In his
relax
sleep.
for a second.
Yeah, bro. Relax.
Christ.
no, but it's on. That's a historic moment right there.
Yeah.
It's on. It's
I'm in.
captured here. It's forever.
So for anyone else that wants,
Don't
to
edit this
as
out.
well, what is the? Where can they go? How easy is it for them to sign up? What's the website?
UFC Gym.
Oh, just through UFC Gym. Okay.
Both.
Okay.
UFC Gym. Again, there are partners here. If you're here in the States,
That's awesome.
check out ufcgym.com. Go to MMA.inc as well. That's our company. That's our partner with the UFC Gym. So that's, two great resources to find you a gym. And if you're overseas, go on MMA.inc. We're running in Europe and in Oceania.
Cool.
Australia.
And then some of the partners that are part of MMA Inc. You said John Kavanaugh, Lauren Senko.
Yeah, Laura.
Who else is in it?
Laura, we brought on Donald Trump Jr.
I'm in,
recently
baby. Be at my fight.
to the board. That was a very big moment.
Is that
for
the
us.
kid that's like a fucking giant?
No.
No, that's
Baron.
his.
Baron.
Yeah, that's Baron.
Ah, Baron.
That's
my
the
bad.
podcast master.
like
That's
6'8" or something.
6'8".
right?
That's ridiculous.
6'8" fucking slender man, dude. Just fucking standing there in the back. Jesus Christ.
So the big, and this is something you and I talked about, and I was really impressed by your knowledge. Because we just talked about the training program, right? But that's just one aspect of this company. That's MMA.inc. And we're publicly traded. We're on the NYSE.
Wow.
And
Let's get stock, boys.
Yeah, we're
our
buying
symbol
stock.
is MMA.
Crazy.
Cannot believe you took that.
So crazy.
Like, oh, thank God UFC took TKO. Opened it up. We were like, wait, that's available?
No one has MMA.
Yeah, so it was just like meant to be.
Let's get to some fight news really quick. Let's get your take, Rich. Gentlemen, Zuffa Boxing officially lands at Paramount Plus. They have everything now.
Wow.
What do you guys make of this? This boxing, are we still going to have big purses? Is it going to be a little smaller? What's going on here? What do you think?
They got Saudi money.
I don't know
big
how
deal.
the money is going to work in the bonuses. Like, I don't know where money comes from exactly, besides this man's rich oil thing. You know what I mean? Like, does he just have a machine that just prints money?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's...
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like his whole life.
Got oil.
Yeah. He just wakes up one day, you won 50 million? Okay. And he
Yeah.
just does it. It's pretty fucking insane.
It is. I like it. To me, it's a good thing. There's just more money coming in. It's getting bigger. I know some people are feeling left out and nothing's ever perfect, but man, it's just look at that photo. It's
Yeah, it's just money.
just money.
I think that belt's also worth a couple million.
Yeah.
I think it's
Is it really?
Yeah, I think it's like pure gold, yeah.
Wow. So that's the official ring for. I mean, that's the official belt for Zuffa Boxing.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm a little confused about, but the difference between Zuffa Boxing and Ring. I'm sure they're going to work together, but all I know is Paramount Plus is spending a lot of money. See,
Yeah.
full circle, too. You're the one that kicked off CBS. Now look at it.
Yeah, I got to be honest. Our core group, the group chat was an interesting one that morning.
Yeah. What was that? What was
I don't know. It was.
we come on, we'll bleep it out.
Yeah. Some guys were bitter. Some guys were surprised.
Yeah.
But overall,
Like,
man,
we
it's
fucking
just-
did the thing. We're the ones that fucking
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Yeah, no, like those guys. Yeah, these.
You
There
just
it
need,
is, man.
Yeah.
You just need a
I
little...
don't hate. I'm all about. the
All you
sport
needed
getting
was one
bigger.
oil tycoon. That's
Yeah.
it.
We were
We're missing one
oil
Saudi-
tycoon
Yeah.
away, man.
Could have got that guy.
Next time.
This is fun. Sean O'Malley declares UFC champ Ilia Topuria the greatest fighter to ever walk to earth, even over John Jones.
It's a little early for that.
Rich, who's your Rushmore of MMA fighters?
How many faces are on Mount Rushmore? 4?
4.
7.
12.
No, it's 4.
I know nothing about Mount
Actually, this is
Rushmore.
kind of embarrassing. I thought it was 5.
Yeah, let's just say
I think
4.
you're right. It's 4.
I think it's 4.
It's 4.
Yeah,
It's a small mountain, apparently. It's not that impressive.
Small mountain.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, I agree that that's a little too early. But to answer your question, I kind of break it down a little differently, and I'll start with who I think is the GOAT, and I think it's John.
Okay.
To me, John's the
Jones.
GOAT. I will say, let's talk about the pioneer, Royce.
Ooh, yep.
My personal favorite, my connection, my guy, the sentimental homer pick, BJ.
Of course.
Change the game, man.
And then that fourth spot just kind of,
There's so many names. It's tough.
yeah, I know it is.
It's hard to do this. Like, it always switches. Like, how do you, it's like
Correct.
everybody has had such a lasting impression on the sport. Then there's your personal impressions.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you, base
Yeah,
this
that's
off
why
of?
I say those 4. I mean, it's not to
Yeah.
me who the greatest 4 are, but I kind of try to break it down and do it a little differently. But I think for the most part, there's a lot of crossover with what most people believe are the greatest of all time. Right? It's usually what Anderson, George,
Yeah.
DJ.
Khabib, DJ, and John. Right?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
some combination of that. So I just try to mix it up a little bit.
And now Ilia Topuria has entered
He is
the name.
He is a badass, though. I love watching him fight.
So clean, so technical.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
he's
last
not-
3 fights have been crazy, the way he's been
Well,
putting
he
these
ain't
guys
touching
away.
Terrence Crawford, though. He needs to be quiet about that for a
That's
second.
hilarious.
I think that's funny.
But, he's going to want that fight for sure. It's
right.
a big payday for him.
Rich, as a part of the show, we make some really very quick picks.
Casual picks. Super
Casual picks. You
casual.
have to know what's going on. We get them wrong all the time, so we always tell our fans not to use them.
That's our disclaimer.
We go by feeling.
We go by feeling. So we'll start with you, Nick. Who do you got? Magomed Ankalaev, Alex Pereira, the rematch, UFC 320.
I want Pereira to have a comeback. I want him to win. I want him to see him do more and do better than the last fight. But I just feel like Ankalaev is.
Uh-oh.
I think he's just too good, bro. I think the wrestling threat
It's
is
an
scary.
all-around game.
Yeah, man. And just like the way that first fight looked, like maybe Pereira was injured or he didn't look comfortable in that fight in the first one. But I just feel like Ankalaev, man, that wrestling threat is a little scary. And it's going to be there all fight. So I think I'm going to go Ankalaev. Sadly.
Pereira.
I always go with feeling. I don't care about who's gonna win. I'm gonna go with Stoneface versus Arrow Nose. I'm going with Stoneface.
Arrow nose.
I'm gonna say Abe Lincoln.
His
I'm gonna
shit
go with my
looks like
favorite
a-
president, Abe Lincoln.
That Native American fucking arrowhead on a nose. I don't like it. I'm gonna go Alex Pereira by fucking knockout. I don't know why. I feel like he has a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
He does.
You see him sparring?
Yeah.
See those videos of him sparring?
I
And he
think he's
was
going to
like,
press
"Ooh."
forward really hard on this one and give him something a little bit more to worry about. That first fight, he didn't give him much to worry about. And I think Ankalaev kind of took that momentum away from him, and the rest was history.
Yeah.
So if he
Hard to
could
play catch up.
Exactly, you can't. So maybe, but Ankalaev just, I don't know, in MMA, the person with the more well-rounded game is going to win, right? Like you can't, how far can you go without a grappling game?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I'm just going to go Alex because I like Alex.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I'm a big Poetan fan, but
go.
but
Uh-oh.
so my heart is with
Real matchmaker.
Alex, but
Same.
Real
Same.
matchmaker.
styles make fights, boys.
Yeah.
And I just think that wrestling,
Yeah.
whether we like it or not, whether you know, wrestling, man, it's
Yeah.
It might be ugly again, but I just feel like Ankalaev will find a way to neutralize it.
And Ankalaev's
But again,
is good, too.
Bro, he's a southpaw.
Yeah.
He's a crispy southpaw.
Shockingly good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with David. Alex Pereira, man. You guys are ridiculous.
It would be
These,
nice to see.
these Chinese guys are ridiculous.
You guys are
We're,
too
we're
logical.
cynical. We're
Yeah.
we're cynics.
You make too much sense. Go with your heart. That's what people care about. All right, we got the co-main event. This one is amazing.
Really
Rob versus Corey Sandhagen.
Really interesting. Corey Sandhagen was talking a lot of smack. Not smack, but he's talking about how confident he is in his wrestling. How
Comedy on point.
his little skits he makes, hilarious. His little office things, I like that. But I just feel like Merab is too clean right now. Corey Sandhagen was saying, he's like, I don't see how Merab is going to be able to defeat me. That's what he was saying. Yeah, I feel like I feel like Merab could get a sub here, bro.
Yeah.
I just feel that pressure, that pace. I feel like he could submit Corey Sandhagen. I feel like how Corey Sandhagen can win is like setting him up something nice with a slick little knee or something up the middle, like hurting him on the feet. But Merab, even when he gets hurt, he's too good. You know, like the times we've seen him get hurt, he recovers really well. His gas tank is through the roof, so I think I'm gonna go Merab, champ advantage.
And look, at the end of the day, when you look at somebody like Merab and Corey, right? Corey is still young. Merab is a little older, but Merab still hasn't slowed down. My biggest issue is because I went back and watched some of Corey's fights, even like the fights that he's very dominant in, towards the last couple rounds, he starts to wane a little bit. That's not Merab.
Nah, dude.
Right?
He gets stronger.
Unless Corey is going to play a perfect 5-round fight, then yeah, he can win. I don't think that's happening with Merab. I'm not going to vote against Merab anymore. I've done it twice now, and I've had to eat that shit too many times.
Yeah.
I'm going Merab.
For real.
I'm with you, Merab, man. He's amazing. I think when we have a conversation about skill sets and who has the best, like if you were to build the perfect fighter, the conditioning and pace,
Crazy.
He's got it.
And his striking is getting better too.
That's right. And he's a funny dude. Like you
Yeah.
said, he's become very, very likable lately. And as champ, he's one of those guys, I think he seems to just work harder.
Yeah.
He's not out there partying and he's just working harder.
Climbing trees.
Yeah.
Climbing mountains.
Diving into frozen lakes.
I think he's
He went
gonna
for
get
a
it done.
fucking 3-mile jog after the Umar fight. Literally
Crazy.
That's
right
kinda
after the
strange.
fight. You just did cardio in a cage. What do you need to jog for?
That's insane.
He's just built different. Yeah.
I think we have a clean sweep here, Merab.
Boo.
Boo.
Usually you go Corey at the
I'll
end. or
change it
something.
last minute because you guys are wrong. Let's go Yuri.
This one's
or
hard.
Khalil
This is a pretty
Roundtree.
interesting card, man.
Damn, we got John.
This is a
got
tough
two
one.
fighters back to back.
Yeah, this is tough.
Khalil's on another level right now. I think he's locked in. He's kind of figured it out. He has a championship fight rub. I got to go with Khalil. Got to go with Khalil. You can't be always in waterfall.
I want
training.
Khalil to win, but I feel like Yuri might surprise us again. I feel like Yuri is really weird and unorthodox. I don't know. I think he's in those firefights. He's had more of those like high profile fights. I think Khalil's like coming into it a little bit. But
Dude, it's gonna
I'm
be
gonna go Khalil. I'm gonna go Khalil.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'm gonna go Khalil.
It's gonna
I'm
be
gonna
a
go with the
stand-up
power.
exchange.
For sure.
on.
But Yuri's also really good in stand up. He's really good in that fire and the chaos, you know. Khalil, he has that equalizer with the power, and I feel like Yuri has the power. Someone's for sure getting knocked out though. I just don't know who. I think I'm gonna go Khalil though.
Great, it's gonna be the decision. Thanks, Nick.
Every
Every time Nick says
He'll
this
hook.
shit.
You're grappling
so,
match.
it's like so boring.
What about you, Rich?
Khalil. I'll go with Khalil.
Career.
I don't have any
He's like, what's one of the
crazy
coaches for my
breakdown
program?
or analysis, but I just like that guy.
Yeah. Same.
He's a dog.
Oh, David's face. He's doing the old Korean.
This is the one that is really hard for me to pick because it's like, who am I going to go for? Somebody who is very, very technically sound, or the other person who's a retard? And you know what? I like retards. So
My kind of guy.
It is fighting.
Yeah. And also too, like that plays an advantage. Like the craziness and the unpredictableness, like plays an advantage.
like Yuri honestly reminds me of a very early on Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
Right? Johnny Walker was so crazy with his moves, his antics, that people couldn't figure him out. He wouldn't give people a chance to. That's kind of Yuri too, right? And Yuri too also eats shots very well, minus from Pereira. But like we've seen this guy get cracked in the head and he just stands right in front of your fucking face, right?
Just bobbing.
So I do think that Yuri is going to be able to get close enough to crack Khalil, and he might frustrate him a little bit. But then again, like Khalil's new version of himself, he's so much more grounded. I don't know. So it's like, I don't know. This is a big toss up for me. But I'm just gonna go with the guy that trains in waterfalls. So I'm going with Yuri.
Yeah, there you go. I get it.
Great take. I almost want to switch it. That's a great take.
Spinning back elbow, Yuri.
Yeah, when he says like I punch trees, he literally punches trees.
Yeah.
It's not a figure of speech.
And like just old school, karate style.
All right, we got Josh MS. Yusuf
This one's
Zalal.
interesting.
You know what? I know there's been some haters in this room for Yusuf Zalal, but I'm going to go with Zalal.
I'm gonna go
By
Zalal.
running.
I'm gonna go with Zalal as well. Actually, I think
Zalal's going to make it very boring. He's going to run around the cage. Josh Emmett is somebody who likes to hunt you, and what's his biggest equalizer is that fucking overhand.
He's going to chase him.
And he's going to have to try to connect that on Zalal. Zalal loves to run, dude. He is a fucking track star, and I think he's going to do that throughout the whole fight.
Gold medal, brother.
He's going to run around. He's going to tag it up with a lot of long strikes, run again. Tag up long strikes, run again. Josh is going to get frustrated. He's going to point at the ground, tell him to fight. He's not going to do it, and then Zalal's going to walk away with his big old shiny vagina. There you go.
I didn't say that, Zalal.
Yeah, we didn't say that. That was all David.
Rich, who you got? Josh, the OG or the young buck?
We're all gonna agree again on this one.
Yeah, Zalal.
Sorry, Josh. Love you, man. Last fight, Magomedov versus Joe Piper.
This one's interesting.
Philly boy.
This one's interesting.
This is hard, too.
This one's really hard, actually.
Magomed has been coming up again. He's been figuring himself out. He's gotten a lot better since his few losses. Joe Piper is still a little. I actually thought he lost to Kevin Gastelum, to be honest with you.
It was a close fight.
Yeah, I thought Kevin.
But Kelvin got
kinda,
that head, brother.
Yeah,
that's a big old head.
Hey, you
Hard
got
to
that
KO.
Gilbert head, dude.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn.
I'm gonna go Piper.
I'm going Piper. You got
I'm going with youth. I'm going with the power. I think that's the equalizer.
I'm going with Dracula, dude. Let's go, Magomed.
Damn.
I didn't know Dracula had a goatee. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Soul
I got
patch.
Joe.
Joe, right?
I got Joe.
You guys are probably right.
Well, guys, those are our picks. Don't use them. Full disclaimer, we don't know what we're talking about, except for Rich. Use his picks. They're pretty good.
He knows the sport.
So, Rich, it's the end of our show. Thank you for being here, man. Could you just give us a quick reminder of, once again, website, anything you want to share, promote, let us know.
Go to MMA.inc.
Do it.
If you've ever wondered about training, you really want to challenge yourself, learn the sport in the most difficult, best creative way possible, come see us, MMA.inc. Find you a gym, train. Love the sport, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me. I'm just a super fan that caught a couple breaks and just kept going. So what a great sport. It's great to chop it up with you boys, man. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on,
Dude,
man.
Yellow.
sign up, you fucking losers, all right?
Turn your life around.
Gotta hire him.
Every time you guys just complain about, you know the sport, you don't know shit. Why don't you go train like a fucking real man and then see what happens? And guess what? If you love the experience, you'll love the sport more, right? If you are a true fan, you'll sign up, go to MMA.inc, sign up and show me what you fucking got, all right?
Tag us.
Hey, what do you do for a living, man?
Hey, you want to get a rain out? The big head.
That's not my
All the
name.
fighters hate me. Like, can we get somebody else, please?
Holy shit. And
making fun
yes,
of us.
ending with a reminder, in case you forgot, you're in.
Yale's in. November 10th. Camp starts, baby.
Let's go.
Guys,
Don't take
Yellow
backs.
excellence. Great job. Great job.